Hey guys, welcome back to some more Pokemon Reborn. Today, we're doing another guide video. I'm going to show you how to get the Exp Share, the Lucky Egg, and the Amulet Coin, and I'm going to tell you when in the game you can get those items. I'm going to try and do this in a spoiler-free way, that way you can just kind of check and see how far in the game you need to be, and then if you're not that far yet, you can just dip and come back later if you need further guidance. But yeah, let's start with the Exp Share, because that's the one you can get first. So after you have 5 gym badges, you're going to arrive in a city called Spineltown. And when you first walk into this house right here, you're going to go into this house and this lady's furniture will disappear all at once. And the quest where you get the XP share will basically have you going around town finding her furniture, and she'll list off what she needs to find there. So there's the bookshelf, it's out in the open. The TV is also out in the open. You can walk past this house here to get one of her chairs. If you go inside this building here, you can get her table. And her chair is also out in the open, right in front of the gym. And the bed is in this front house right here. You actually need to go into the museum for one of these, so I'll pay the admission fee. And you're going to run up here, through here, and in here. In this room, you can find one of her cabinets. Finally, to get the last bookshelf, you actually have to go into the gym. And you have to go into Bennett's room, right here. Her bookshelf will be right here. Once you find those things and return to her, she will give you the XP share as your reward. Next up is the Lucky Egg. The point in the game where you can get the Lucky Egg is after you get your 8th gym badge. You're going to arrive in an area called 7th Street. And you'll come down here to the bottom right. And there'll be a bunch of Pokemon here in cages. And the way you get the Lucky Egg is by buying all of these Pokemon from the vendor here. They all cost different numbers of red shards, green shards, etc. So if you've been using the item finder a lot, you should have enough shards to pay for all the Pokemon. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. You can try mining. I guess that would be the way to get more shards. I guess I should mention the Ditto. I think the Ditto costs 8 green shards, which is quite a bit. And you can actually get the Ditto earlier in the game when you're initially doing that like cage puzzle in the Blacksteam factory, but it's a little involved. Also, I don't remember how to do it. I'll just mention that you can technically get Ditto earlier without having to pay any green shards. So if you're starting from the beginning of the game and you want to save green shards later, you can keep that in mind. Anyway, that's enough about green shards. As you leave this area after buying all the Pokemon, you'll be approached by DJ Arclight, and as your reward for buying them all, you will get the Lucky Egg. Finally, you'll have to wait a little bit longer to get the Amulet Coin, because it's not available until a little later. So, the Amulet Coin itself is actually not until after the 14th gym badge, but what if I told you you can get an identical item just a little bit before that? Okay, right here, the Luck Incense. It doubles any prize money received if the holding Pokemon joins the battle. You can get this item a little bit earlier than the Amulet Coin. So, after the 13th gym badge, you will arrive back in Reborn City, and you will be able to go back to this lady's house, all the way back here in Peridot Ward. And this might confuse you depending on which side quests you did earlier in the game, but I think no matter what, she will ask you for her Igglybuff back. And if you did that quest earlier in the game, then you know what she's talking about, and you can just give her back her Igglybuff, no problem. If you don't know what she's talking about, basically earlier in the game, there's this event you can do where this lady entrusts her Igglybuff to you, and that's basically all there is to it. And once the city is restored, she'll want it back. And what you can do is you can just breed a new Igglybuff using Jigglypuff. So there you go. If you actually bought all the Pokemon from the 7th Street vendor, one of them is a Jigglypuff, and that's actually the one I used to breed a new Igglybuff for her. So if you just breed a new Igglybuff and give it to her, then she'll be satisfied, and she'll give you, I think, a Pixie Plate and a Luck Incense. And the Luck Incense, as far as I'm aware, functions identically to the Amulet Coin. It can also be used to breed Happiny, I think. Otherwise, if you want the actual Amulet Coin and not a cheap knockoff, you'll have to wait until after you get your 14th gym badge. You'll arrive here in Train Town, and I think it's around this area is where you can get the Amulet Coin. It's just an item laying on the ground. Upon editing this video, I realized I should probably just go show you where it is. To be fair, I didn't remember until I went and checked, so we're gonna go out here, and we're gonna run in between these train cars, down and to the right, through here, and there you go. The Amulet Coin will be right here. And there you go, you now have the 3 most important items in the game. Thank you for watching this video, I appreciate it. If you found it helpful or entertaining, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like Reborn, then check out our Let's Play of the game. We'll be back to it eventually. And yeah, I'll try to put out a couple more guide videos in the meantime before we come back to the LP.